Hi everyone, and welcome to day 26 of the 30 days to the roots of yoga. So for today's class, I'm going to be taking you through a short asana practice where we're going to be focusing on each of the chakras using different asanas. So if you watched yesterday's class, we would have talked about how chakras aren't really for beginners, but I'd like to make you familiar with where the chakras are in our body. So if you do come across them or choose to work with them at a later stage, they're not completely new to you. As soon as you're ready, we're going to get started in a comfortable seated position on the ground, a flat surface, or on your mat. A couple of moments to ground down before we begin, so closing off your eyes and resting hands on the knees with the palms facing down. Just beginning to bring awareness to the body and your space. Relax the face, the jaw, your shoulders. And maybe draw the chin in slightly towards the chest, starting to activate Jalandhara Bandha so that we can sit nice and tall, keeping the spine long and straight. Now taking a few deep clearing breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Breathing in and breathing out. And again breathing in and release. Now beginning to tap into abdominal breathing, taking the breath down to the abdomen region as you expand through the ribs on your way. Filling up the belly with air and then drawing the belly in towards the spine. Just a few breaths like this. Every time you breathe out, an opportunity to relax the body a little bit more. Softening into stillness. Tuning into the body. Then we're going to slowly start to blink open the eyes. And we're going to come into Malasana, a yogic squat. So coming into a position with your feet hips width apart or wider, and just squatting down into the asana and bringing the hands at the heart center in Anjali Mudra. So if you need to sit on a bolster, cushion or a block, just popping that underneath the bottom and resting the thumbs at the heart center. Drawing focus to Muladhara Chakra, your root that sits at the base of the spine, governing grounding and stability. With every exhale, feeling a little bit more grounded. One more breath. Good, and then slowly start to come into a comfortable seated position. And we're going to take our hands on the knees, palms facing down, and we're going to start to make circles with the upper body, going all the way around, leaning down as we come forwards, and all the way back and round. Now working with Svadhisthana Chakra, our center of creativity, taking it in the opposite direction, and continue using the breath as you do this. Good, and then we're going to slowly come back to center, and we're going to bring our right hand behind us, left hand outside of the right knee or the right thigh. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, twist to gaze over your right shoulder. Now working with Manipura Chakra, your center of confidence, chakra that governs confidence. Taking 5 breaths here. Thinking about that space behind the navel. Good, and then bringing it back through center and taking the left hand behind you, right hand outside of left knee or left leg. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, twist. Again, bringing awareness to the space at the navel. One more breath. And coming back to center, starting to make your way onto the front of the body. So extending the legs out behind you. And you must be familiar with this practice now, as we've done it in previous classes, but taking the legs behind you, feet are touch, tops of the feet pressing into the ground behind, and hands underneath the shoulders, lifting up into Bhujangasana. But this time we're going to stay here if we can, opening through the heart center and the chest, and taking a breath. Exhale and lower. So now we're working with Anahata Chakra that sits at the heart center, and breathing into that space. Inhale, lift. Take a breath. Activate the glutes and lower. And inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Pause. Take a breath. Breathe into the heart center. And then exhale all the way back to a wide-legged balasana. Take a few breaths. From here, slowly starting to make your way up onto the knees, sitting back into Vajrasana. And we're going to take the arms behind us, so interlace the hands behind you, or catch hold of the elbows if interlacing is not accessible for you. And we're going to take the head all the way back, opening through the throat, breathing into Vishuddha Chakra, our chakra that governs communication and speech, and breathing into this space, taking 5 breaths. Good, slowly coming back to center. And then we're going to sit back on our bottoms and just taking the left knee over the right knee and bringing the feet in as close to the body as you can. Extending the arms out in front of you and taking the right arm on top of left, interlacing the arms, interlacing the hands or touching the backs of the hands together. And we're going to take our thumbs to the center of the brows. So just pressing the thumb into the center of our brows as we lift the elbows up and breathe into Ajna Chakra, our third eye, for 5 breaths. Tapping into intuition and clarity. Good, and then release, and we'll come into a comfortable seat, a cross-leg position if you can, and placing the hands on the knees, palms facing down, closing off your eyes and relaxing the entire body, and bringing awareness to the crown of the head where Sahasrara Chakra sits, the chakra that governs connection, connecting us to the divine. And taking 5 breaths, focusing on this area. And then inhale and take the arms all the way up above you, bring the palms together. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Bow your head down to your heart and thank yourself and your body for your practice. And thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. So I hope that's helped you to practically understand a little bit more about chakras and where they sit in our bodies and how we can use the practice of yoga asana to help us to get prana flowing freely through our chakras so that we can tap into these subtle energy centers. This is just an example of how asana can be used in correlation to our chakras. For a more detailed and guided practice, please sign up to the app where I'll be guiding you through longer classes like this. Thank you for joining me once again, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 27.